up, me ducks? Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. Hope you're doing okay. It's a very cold day today. The wind is howling, it's drizzly, it's grey, it's cold, and we're still in the middle of August. You might actually hear the wind howling around this building, but it's it's unbelievable for August. But anyway, perfect time. I've had a soak in a hot bath. I've had a little bit of a lay-in this morning. I've just been pottering around, you know, some time off work, so just going with the flow. No plans really for today. But I wanted to start to do the walkthrough decks from the decks that we showed for this month's Spotlight, which I did on Saturday with Cheryl. We asked in the comments what people wanted to see first out of the 7 decks that we opened and took a look at and gave our first impressions to. And the Cosmic Wisdom was the choice that people wanted to see first, and I can see why. This is a beautifully produced deck. So Cosmic Wisdom by Ethany. The artist is James Fenner, and it says here, the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot blends the classic tarot structure with modern symbols and imagery, making it a perfect guide for your spiritual journey. Perfect for those seeking guidance or clarity, or just a reflective moment. This deck serves as a spiritual guide, connecting timeless wisdom with today's journey through the archetypes of the tarot. And that's written by Ethany, and as I said, the art is by James Fenner. Now this is the second deck in the last month that I've acquired by Ethany. This one I purchased. This is a Kelly Bear pouch, which is a gorgeous pouch. And this was Penumbra by Eris Elizabeth. And this deck I have been loving. It's absolutely beautiful with this copper, metallic copper, and the backs are gorgeous. The artwork is absolutely stunning in this deck. I've been really enjoying readings with this deck. I mean, look at that for the 10 of Cups. How incredible. Yeah, so the Penumbra is a deck that I have had an instant love affair with. So Cosmic Wisdom, although it's just, you know, it shouldn't be compared really, because the 2 different artists that have worked on these decks, Eris, and then as I mentioned on this one, it's James Fenner. So the art isn't going to be the same, but what I do know is the same is the quality of the production, because this is gorgeous. It's in a rose petal finished deck. So this beautiful mat with this metallic hold stamping on top. The sides are beautiful. And this mirrors the theme and style throughout the deck as well, because the edges of this deck has this gold metallic gold stamping, but it's also in this, it's got this kind of iridescence to it as well, which gives these beautiful rainbow colours. It opens up in a clamshell style magnetic box, magnet being here. And it says the wisdom of the universe is in your hands, which is just beautiful. We've got this black ribbon, they're protected wonderfully in this foam insert. We've got the book also in a rose petal finish, Cosmic Wisdom Tarot. And I like the style of this. So this book is created and written by Ethany. The art that appears in it is the same from the deck, so that's what the art is by James Fenner. But this is written like a journal, or kind of like when I first started to learn the Rider-Waite-Smith, and I've heard many different people. I should dig that book out and revisit that all these years on. But I've heard different people say, I think my friend Becca, she used post-it notes and she stuck them up everywhere so she would remember things. I had a book, a journal, and I would write about the card and some keywords and key phrases, my thoughts about the card, and it was very much in this style. So this reminds me of that, and I quite like it. Very similar when Jen Phoenix did the Tarot Playdate, and I used to help by sharing the thoughts from the symbolism of the RWS. I did a similar thing then where I would highlight different aspects of the card, different symbols within the card, and say what they were, kind of symbolizing. So this is a great little guidebook for that. So for instance, you've got the star, and then you get a key phrase: faith in yourself and the direction you're heading in will see you through even the darkest night. The universe has your back. So a really nice interpretation of what the star means. I always think of very similar, going through a dark tunnel, the star is that light at the end of the tunnel. And as long as we're heading in that direction, we're headed towards something a little bit better. We've got the upright meanings here. We've got whether it's a yes or a no card. There is some keywords for the reverse. And obviously if it's a reverse, it's no, whereas if it's upright, it's yes. And then it deconstructs the image and gives you some keywords for the symbolism. So a clear night sky, clarity and perspective, the stars in the hair, the Milky Way, the water vessel, the ocean. So I really like that it's deconstructing the image and giving you some symbolism broken down. So yeah, and it's color coded, as you can see, for each of the suits. So nice little book. It's got some spreads at the beginning, as you can see here. Yeah, interpreting the cards, etc., etc. So nice little book. Let's take a look at the cards. Now these are beautiful. When Cheryl and I was doing the spotlight on Saturday, look at the inside of the box as well. And we was talking, I had the deck to one side and it was caught under my lamp and it was just glowing. As I moved my head around, it's all dancing and beautiful patterns. So really, really gorgeous design on the cards. I'm going to bring the camera down so that we can have a closer look at the deck. All right, so look at this. Just look how beautiful this is. And very similarly with the penumbra, and this is why I was saying, Ethany clearly puts a lot of thought into the overall production and finish, because this one is beautiful as well with the rose gold or copper. I've heard it called both ways, and again with the gilding, really done nicely. This is the same. These backs are gorgeous. They've got like almost like a purple night sky, looking into almost like into the solar system or something. And then these beautiful wheels. We've got the crescent moon, or the moon cycle, I should say, if you can see that in the center there. And then they just dance. You actually feel like almost like a 3D effect with this beautiful color wheels. And it's the same with the gilding on the edges. It is gold. Hopefully you could, try and do it where there's no color showing, but it is like a metallic gold. But then under these lights, you get this this color prism, which is really beautiful. So the overall production quality is excellent. Pop them in the middle, and I'll bring the camera down just a little bit more. Okay, that's a little bit better. So it's a really beautiful deck. They do have a small border. I know some people don't particularly like that. Penumbra didn't have any borders except for a panel at the bottom for the titles. So it's a border within a border, if you like, some black space with this, it almost looks like a picturesque frame on a painting, which is quite nice. And then we have this scroll at the bottom of the cards where the title of the cards go. And this is my grandma's dog. This is Robbie. So when I saw this first, I was like, oh, it's my grandma's dog. I've got such happy memories from my childhood. We never had pets really as kids. My mum didn't like them. So I used to get my playtime with my grandma's dog. Yeah, so this is we're seeing it from the back perspective of the Fool. She's setting off on her journey here. I like the sun as well in the corner. The Magician. The High Priestess is beautiful. That's the picture from the cover of the box. Love the use of pinks and purples there. We've got the pomegranates in the background. Here's our Empress, which is really beautiful. The Emperor. I love that his orb and scepter, it's like he's holding the sun. It's like he's just, you see those photographs that people do when they're trying to push against the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or there'll be the orb of the sun in the sky and they put their hand underneath it to make it look like they're holding it, because that's what that looks like. It looks like it's the sun with its rays in the sky and just putting his hand up there. But it does kind of reinstate his all-powerfulness. I like the Ankh that he's holding as his staff. The Hierophant. It's nice to see a female Hierophant. This is what we get, 2 Lovers cards. We get this one, which is like the modesty version. So there's strategically placed things. A bird flying past with a flower in its mouth to protect his genitalia. He's holding an apple. And then this one has a bird here and this kind of sash. The next card, just to give a warning, if people don't like to see nudity, we'll have nudity. I'll let you know when it's gone. So the birds are still in the card, but they're up at the top. So whereas they're down here covering parts of the body, the anatomy, we've got the 2 birds at the top there. I don't mind nakedness at all, so I think this is the version that I'll use. It's now gone. The Chariot. Strength card is beautiful, really gorgeous Strength card. I love the colours are quite, in some cards are quite vibrant. This one's quite muted with the different shades of green. Really makes the lion stand out. The Hermit. Love that Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. It's pretty. We've got the different seasons represented there. Justice. Notice as well there are no numbers on these cards, so if you know, some people have an issue with Justice not being key 8, but there's no numbers, so looks like they're playing dominoes. It's interesting. I like the perspective of this. I like the fact that we rarely see this major oak tree, this grand old oak. You get the scale of it by having the hanged one hanging there, kind of in perspective, not being the size of the tree. Here's our death card, which is beautiful. Got the white roses at the bottom here, the setting sun. Temperance. Here's our devil card. The fiery flames of hell. I love this kind of, this red, beautiful crimson red colour in the background. Our Tower card. The Star card is beautiful. Interesting that we just have the lone wolf in this moon card. I like the constellations. The moon is done beautifully. The sun is gorgeous. That's almost like a sun you'd see in a tattoo. Really beautiful. Needed to focus, there we go. And it focuses, the main, apart from the sunflowers in the foreground, but the main thing that draws you into this card is the sun. Whoever they are on the horse. We're used to seeing the naked baby on the horse, but it's almost silhouetted and off in the distance. It's not the focus. We have Judgement, which is quite beautiful. And the World card, very traditional World card. And then we move into our minors with our cups. Wow, certainly a feast to behold there. Love this Four of Cups. We just see a hand here coming from the right this time, but she's more focused on the beauty of nature. She's looking out across the water, enjoying her surroundings, not noticing the extended hand. Five of Cups is gorgeous. I love the sky in the background. The bridge is a lot closer in this version. Six of Cups, blowing bubbles. That's what I did as a kid. So I really get the nostalgic vibe from that. Seven. The 8. These are very in keeping with the tradition of RWS. So if you are used to that tarot tradition, you won't have any issues reading with this. That's beautiful. No children in this one, just a couple. Page. I like this page, although is very cartoony, his face in this particular one. He's going swimming down to get his golden cup. I do like to see Page of Cups with the fish coming out of the cup, though. The Knight, very watery, as you'd imagine for the cups, the courts. And then we have the sword suit, our ace. Wow, she's fierce, very powerful. Our three of swords. Love the sky in this. The Aurora Borealis is gorgeous. Sitting on the roof of his truck. He's got a hot mug of something steaming there. Just enjoying the splendour of the Northern Lights. The 5. The 6. Is that a little otter? 7. Now at 8. The women in this deck are very tall. I noticed that a few cards back. I can't remember which card it was now, but yeah, very, very tall. Nine and the 10. They're huge blades, huge. Love the addition of the fox here in the Page of Swords card. That's gorgeous. All the birds in the background as well in the sky. Green, beautiful. We get a lot, you know, the suit, the courts are done really well in representing the element that they belong to. You get all these birds in the sky, very air, butterflies, more butterflies. Beautiful. I love the mountain in the background there. We have our Pentacles suit. Quite traditional too. Oh wow, look at this. It's beautiful what they're painting. Just have a look at that. That is stunning. The 4. 5. I love that. Oh, she's really helping a lot. 7 is a beekeeper. We've got a watchmaker for the 8. Very intricate, detailed work. It's got a little magnifier. The 9 is gorgeous. It's such a beautiful deck. Very talented artist. It almost feels from another time as well. Not too far back, but perhaps the days when my childhood storybooks, the illustrations kind of give me a sense of the old 1960s, 70s Ladybird art style in a lot of the images. And our final suit is our wands. Again, very traditional. I've seen this a few times now with the 5 of wands, you know, kind of building a shelter from them, like a teepee type construction, rather than the battling. 6. Just pause the music, see if you can hear that wind. It's really getting up. Not sure if it's picking up on camera though. Oh wow, look at this. A jaguar on the top. And our king. And then we have an additional card here, which is the Certificate of Authenticity. Cosmic Wisdom Tarot, 1st edition, limited print of 2000, 2023, and signed by Ethany. So there you have it. That's Cosmic Wisdom. Such a beautiful, beautiful deck. Let me know your thoughts. I have had quite a few messages since Spotlight on Saturday saying I've gone and ordered this deck, and that was just from showing a few cards. So I'd imagine that Cosmic Wisdom is going to be very popular. I'm not going to compare it with Penumbra. I've really been loving working with this, and I'm not ready yet to put it down, but this deck I know is going to get a lot of use as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until tomorrow, look after yourselves. Go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.